points from 2 matches. On Tuesday, they drew 2-2 with LVSA 97 Red. And yesterday, they defeated Smithtown Kickers Arsenal 2-0 on goals from Sergio Lara and Jose Benitez. Sergio Lara has 2 goals for FC Dallas. Benitez and Kamar Marriott each have 1. Taking a look at the standings, Fullerton has 6 points. They are in first place. They have clinched a spot in the semifinals on Saturday. FC Dallas have 4 points. They have not officially clinched a spot, but they can take a giant step closer here as a cross in! And Kamar Marriott, in the opening minutes, has his 2nd goal in the championships. A cross in from a free kick, and FC Dallas in the opening 2 minutes of the game have scored on the header from Kamar Marriott. Fullerton keeper Keith Murphy stood still, and Marriott driving it into the low corner of the near post to put Dallas on top of Fullerton Rangers. Well, the live table as it stands right now, FC Dallas would move into first place with 7 points. That is if they can hold on to this lead. Fullerton would be in second place right now with 6. And LVSA, depending on their game with Smithtown Kickers Arsenal, if LVSA win, if they are able to make up their difference on FC Dallas, they would be in second place, but they would need FC Dallas to lose and stay at 4 points. Right now, FC Dallas has a 1-0 lead off a 2nd-minute goal from Kamar Marriott. Free kick awarded to Fullerton as the sun starting to appear now. Just past noon here on the East Coast. Still in the morning where fans are watching in Dallas or in Fullerton. Fullerton, it's still 9 a.m. in the morning. And a corner kick to be taken by Ronaldo Pineda. Bottom line scenarios, Fullerton have already clinched a spot in the semifinals. They can guarantee first place in Pool A if they avoid defeat. While FC Dallas, they will clinch a semifinal spot if they avoid defeat here. And if they win, they would actually move into first place, which is what they're about to do right now unless Fullerton can respond. And the ball is cleared out. So a wild start to game 3 of 4 on the afternoon. This is game 11 of 16 at Field 9 for the week. Starting goalkeeper for FC Dallas, Sawyer Williams, played the first half yesterday against Smithtown Arsenal, then was replaced in the second half by Chase Terrian, who was able to preserve the shutout. Marriott gets a powerful header to clear the ball out of danger after he already has one powerful header on the afternoon, which right now is the lone difference. A goal in the 2nd minute. That's 5 goals in the tournament for FC Dallas, 2 from Sergio Lara, 2 from Kamar Marriott, and 1 from Jose Benitez. Williams to take the free kick. Brian Padilla. Interceptions there as the ball quickly changing possessions in the middle third of the field. We mentioned FC Dallas winning 2-0 yesterday over Smithtown Arsenal, but the match very easily could have finished 2-2 as Arsenal's Harrison Weilbacher was denied by the post twice. Once in open play on a chip shot, once on a set piece. A free kick that was deflected by Alan Salazar onto the post. Very nearly crossed the line. That was right on the stroke of halftime. Would have equalized the score at 1. But it just wasn't Weilbacher's day. It wasn't Smithtown Arsenal's day. And Arsenal, because Fullerton defeated LVSA Red, are officially eliminated from advancing to the semifinals. Their match against LVSA going on right now is for pride. Opportunity knocks for Sergio Lara. The save by goalkeeper Keith Murphy. FC Dallas looking to increase their lead in the opening minutes of the first half. Robert Coronado finding a cross inside the box. And a corner kick up coming for Fullerton Rangers. There's a look at Brian Padilla, starting midfielder. Cross into the box. Headed up and over. Fullerton Rangers with a gold-ish color for the numbers on the jerseys. Makes it a little difficult to see. But here's Sawyer Williams to take the free kick, the goal kick, excuse me. Scott Diamond, the head coach of FC Dallas Youth, while James Obleda is in charge of Fullerton Rangers right now. Fullerton already clinching a semifinal spot. But right now they trail. Again, if they avoid defeat here, they will finish top in Pool A of the U17 Boys Tournament. While FC Dallas Youth, if they hold on to this lead, they would finish first at 7 points. Cloudy day in the morning portion of the third day of the 2014 National Championships, but since the afternoon that started, the sun has come up, but the temperature has stayed very cool. High 70s. I don't think we've reached 80 quite yet. We did reach triple digits yesterday, and the need for a water break as down goes a Fullerton player. Push from behind by Benitez. That's Ricardo Ruiz, who went down. Did not draw a penalty call. David Rodriguez losing out possession to FC Dallas. Here's Padilla. Benitez to Sergio Lara, trying to thread a ball through for Ivan Ulloa. Ronaldo Pineda. Ball nearly deflected by the referee. And a through ball for Sergio Lara, who's onside. Out comes Keith Murphy to stop Lara. Second time the striker has been foiled in the opening 12 minutes of the match. And the throw-in awarded to FC Dallas. U17 boys play 45-minute halves here, so we are going 90 minutes of action. Padilla headed out as far as Juan Amaro. Villalobos, Christopher Villalobos wears number 10. And a throw-in awarded to Fullerton Rangers. Well, 3 of the 4 games yesterday called for a water break in the middle of each half. We have not had a water break so far today. I don't see us having one unless the weather increases exponentially, quite frankly. Feels a lot cooler than 70s, or it did this morning. Now that the sun is out, it might heat up a little bit. Here's Villalobos. Cleared out by Aaron Zepeda from Fullerton Rangers. And Dallas will have an attacking throw-in now. Padilla, missed clearance from Zepeda, eventually cleared by a Rangers center back. Villalobos tried to chip a ball forward for Ivan Ulloa. Excuse me, that was Lara, the intended recipient, collected by Keith Murphy in the end anyway. Sergio Lara, one-on-one down the far sideline. Ivan Ulloa enters the penalty box. And Lara forces an FC Dallas corner in the 15th minute. The U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships are brought to you by Capri Sun, the official ready-to-drink juice of U.S. Youth Soccer. And by Turbo Sports, the official video streaming production company of the National Championships. Here's Ulloa's corner. Headed out. Collected by Juan Amaro. Cross into the box off of Marriott and collected by Keith Murphy. You can order and purchase any broadcast from this year's event by logging on to turbosportsgroup.com. Turbo you saw in the lower left corner of the screen spelled T-O-U-R. B-E-A-U. Turbo. Maintaining possession is Ivan Ulloa, who was judged to have been fouled outside the box. A delayed call, but a free kick has been given to FCD. Well, Dallas has already scored once off a set piece in the second minute. Now Sergio Lara has a free kick from right on the semicircle. Sergio Lara up against a 5-man wall. It's there! Three goals in 3 matches for Sergio Lara, and FC Dallas have a 2-goal lead inside 17 minutes. He was able to curl it around the 5-man wall, and it was only going to be Lara taking that free kick. Swirling around, sneaking inside the far post, and Fullerton keeper Keith Murphy standing still. He can only watch that ball nestle in the old onion bag. So 3 goals in 3 matches for Sergio Lara, the leading scorer at the tournament for FC Dallas Youth Premier. Sawyer Williams will collect the ball for a Dallas goal kick coming up. And again, as it stands right now, FC Dallas will be in position to overtake Fullerton Rangers White for first place in Pool A. They would have 7 points should this 2-0 lead hold on for a lead of any kind. And that would officially eliminate LVSA Red from advancing as well. Because as it stands right now, LVSA still has a chance to advance if they beat Smithtown Arsenal, and they would need, not they could advance, not they could have FC Dallas lose, they would need FC Dallas to lose to Fullerton Rangers. But right now that is not the case. Fullerton looking at a 3-goal deficit. Could James Obleda's club be caught looking ahead to the semifinals? We don't know, but FC Dallas looking very confident in the opening 19 minutes. Ricardo Ruiz took a half volley shot, always going wide to the far post. Here's Sawyer Williams. Williams again played the first half for FC Dallas. Was substituted in the second half for Chase Terrian. So goalkeepers combining to have a shutout in the win over Smithtown Arsenal after the 2-2 draw yesterday, or on Tuesday, with LVSA 97 Red. Villalobos. No foul called. Amirji Pineda. A through ball will fall to Ricardo Ruiz. Goes down in the box, no penalty. Padilla brings it forward. Israel Gonzalez. Benitez. Ruiz in towards Pineda. Deflected by Marriott. Fell right to Alex Salazar. And Ruiz is down on the turf. Free kick awarded to Fullerton Rangers White on the FC Dallas foul. And this could be just what the doctor ordered for Fullerton Rangers White. After conceding 2 goals inside 17 minutes to Kamar Marriott and Sergio Lara, here's an opportunity to get one back. Dallas's second goal came on a set piece from a little bit closer to the goal than this range. But can Fullerton give FC Dallas a taste of their own medicine? Both their goals have come on set pieces tonight. It's Abirji Pineda, rising wide, high into the right. Sawyer Williams wearing number 0 for FC Dallas in a font very similar to the MLS club FC Dallas numbers. That's the font of choice for all of the MLS clubs. Same for Jose Benitez. There's a different font for the numbers on the other 9 outfield players. Here is the aforementioned Benitez. Threading a ball, finding Sergio Lara, and good clearance from the Fullerton defense. Juan Amaro continuing his run, finding Ivan Ulloa. Tries to lay one off for Benitez. Lara's onside. Sliding tackle by the Fullerton center back. And here comes Ricardo Ruiz. Touch pass intercepted by Benitez. Ruiz. And a free kick awarded to Fullerton Rangers White, coming all the way from Fullerton, California, home of Cal State Fullerton. Frisco, Texas, of course, in the Dallas area, part of that Metroplex. Dallas, Fort Worth, Frisco, Irvine, Irving, I should say, rather, Arlington. Irvine is in California. Corner kick to Fullerton in the 24th minute. At the midway point of this first half, where this time yesterday we would have had a water break. That's not the case this afternoon. Pineda's corner kick beyond the reach of Williams and headed wide. Williams will take the goal kick again. And this is Jacob Aldana. One-on-one with Padilla. Now Pineda. Now it's a 1-on-2. Villalobos and Padilla combining to force a corner kick for Fullerton. Abirji Pineda now consulting with Ricardo Ruiz. Pineda crosses into the box. Nearly got a header that could have been a deadly chance in a collision there with Sawyer Williams. Williams does get up under his own power. He's going to be able to continue. Game 3 of 4 here on this Thursday afternoon. Game 11 of 16 for the week. FC Dallas Youth Premier and Fullerton Rangers White coming to you from the Maryland SoccerPlex in Germantown, Maryland, about 20 miles northwest of Washington, D.C. Throw it awarded to FC Dallas will be taken by John Satterla. Here's a through ball, one-on-one with Marriott and Jacob Aldana, and a foul from behind on Aldana. Kamar Marriott opened the scoring in the second minute with a header off a free kick. 2 free kicks have led the goals for FC Dallas. One in the second minute, one in the 17th. Aldana did well to keep the ball in play, but called for a foul. He is consequently incredulous. Free kick taken in the 28th minute. Israel Gonzalez back to Carlos Troncoso. One-touch pass from Ruiz. Ruiz again. Cross into the box. Finds a header! And the flag is up, offside. The goal has been disallowed. And just as Fullerton Rangers thought they had a foothold back in the game, the flag comes up for offside. Now let's take a look at the replay. Cross into the box. Williams clearly beaten. Looked like Ronaldo Pineda could have had his second goal of the tournament. And it would have been had the linesman's flag not gone up, had he stayed onside. Throw into FC Dallas, and we will see our first substitutions of the match here. Number 70, Jeffrey Withers, set to enter, as is number 15, Kevin Rodas. 2 players who started yesterday's match against Smithtown Kickers Arsenal. They were not part of the starting 11 today, but they will get action here in the 30th minute. Jose Benitez and Juan Amaro, the players to make way. Benitez with a pronounced limp as he walks off towards the FC Dallas bench. The 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships are presented by Happy Family, the official on-the-go superfood of U.S. Youth Soccer. By Kohl's, the official department store of U.S. Youth Soccer. And by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Withers lost possession. Try to chip pass forward, intended for Ronaldo Pineda. Now Ryan Jacksta heads the ball out of the box, only as far as Coronado. And a foul on Fullerton Rangers just outside the box, as players from both sides now on the floor. It was Jacob Aldana from Fullerton Rangers call for the foul as an FC Dallas player remains on the pitch. It's number 21, Alan Salazar. This is David Rodriguez, quickly turns the ball over. Half hour played here at Field 9. Withers. Chip pass intended back for Withers, cleared out by Ednis Arriaga. Ronaldo Pineda. Across the field for Aldana. Now Aldana again. Marriott clears. Cleared back to Aaron Zepeda. And Fullerton has won a free kick in the 34th minute. Ricardo Ruiz wants it taken quickly. Referee is asking him to wait. Reminder, no games tomorrow.
Friday is an off day for all the teams. Play will resume on Saturday with the semifinals, and
Some of the divisions will have their national championship games that night. Others will hold theirs on Sunday morning. Andres Lemus to take this free kick. It's Lemus, tipped over the bar by Sawyer Williams. Not the first time he's been called into action, but a brilliant save by Sawyer Williams as Fullerton Rangers very nearly got back in the game with the goal. And a corner kick at the far side upcoming. First, a substitution for FC Dallas. Reith Shatley, number 2, will come into the match after the corner kick. Header in! Just wide across the face of goal. And here will come Reith Shatley. James Obleda also going to the bench. He will bring on number 23, Andrew Guerrero. As Shatley now enters the field of play in place of Ivan Ulloa in the 36th minute. Withers. Out on the wing to Satterla. Rodas. Able to keep maintaining his run after a deflection from Lemus. Finding Shatley. Headed out of the box by Arriaga. Gonzalez. Amirji Pineda. Now Withers. Shatley, who almost had a goal scoring opportunity fall to him yesterday against Smithtown Arsenal. As now we're going to see a Rangers double substitution. It will be Andrew Guerrero in for Jacob Aldana and Leonardo Morales for Robert Coronado. So first substitutions of the day made by James Obleda. Rodriguez. Cleared out by Dallas. Under 10 minutes to play in the first half. Here's Shatley. Tried to thread a ball through for Withers, intercepted by Lebus expertly. And sent back by Jacksta. Down goes Villalobos. Are we going to see a booking in the 38th minute? Free kick has been awarded. Villalobos does get to his feet under his power, and there it is, the first yellow card of the match. In the 38th minute to Ronaldo Pineda, number 16, for that challenge on Villalobos. Brian Padilla to take the ensuing free kick. Headed out of the box. Only as far as Kevin Rodas. Gets a cross in. Waiting is Withers. Here's Shatley. Blocked right at the 7-yard area. And a Rangers throw in. 39th minute now. Long throw in towards Ronaldo Pineda. And a throw in for FC Dallas. So if you're just joining us, FC Dallas scoring in the 2nd minute off a headed goal off a free kick from Kamar Marriott. And doubling their lead in the 17th minute through Sergio Lara. So as it stands right now, FC Dallas, if they hold on to this lead, would win the match, move up to 7 points, and overtake Fullerton Rangers for first place in Pool A. Fullerton, who has already officially clinched a spot with 2 wins in their first 2 matches, would stay at 6 points. They would be the 2nd place team from Pool A. Again, FC Dallas officially has not clinched a spot yet, and if Fullerton do mount a miraculous comeback and win, then Dallas's fate would come down to the LVSA match. But Jeffrey Withers has surely sealed 3 points for FC Dallas. We still have 50 minutes to go, but in all likelihood, the speculation can be put to rest. 3 goals for FC Dallas in the first half, and surely 3 Pool A points to take FCD into top spot in Pool A going into semifinals Saturday. Here's a replay. Withers able to adjust off a cutback pass. And a celebration with his team. There was the man who provided that pass, Christopher Villalobos. And FC Dallas, they came into this match with their future uncertain. Fullerton's future was certain that the Rangers would be in the semifinals. They were just eager to see what position of the group they would finish in and who they would play. Who they will play won't be decided until around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But right now they are on track to finish second in the group because FC Dallas has a 3-0 lead. Here's Sergio Lara. He's already scored once, and he's already scored 3 goals in the tournament. Jeffrey Withers is the 4th different player for FC Dallas to find the back of the net in the 2014 National Championships. Sergio Lara has 3 goals. Kamar Marriott has 2. Withers and Jose Benitez each have 1. And with that goal, actually, now, Fullerton Rangers have now conceded 4 goals at these national championships. They've scored 3, so they are in a -1 goal difference. But LVSA cannot catch them. LVSA have 1, Rangers have 6. As a substitution now, preceding a corner kick. Headed on by Andres Lemus. Now Ronaldo Pineda got tangled up with the ball, lost possession to Brian Padilla. Withers. Villalobos. 4 for Kevin Rodas, who's onside. Out comes Keith Murphy to clear the ball outside the box. Down goes Alan Salazar. No foul called. Referee played the advantage. And Reece Shatley is onside. Looking for a 4th goal. Tried to find Withers for his 2nd of the match. Cleared out of the box by the Rangers. As far as Sadlerla. Villalobos. Cross for Jeffrey Withers. Well, yesterday in the final match of the game, Manhattan PSG scored 4 goals in the second half to put Cincinnati United premier goal to the sword, 6-1. Right now, we could be very much on pace to see a similar scoreline here if FC Dallas continue their attacks. Down goes Withers, no foul called. Now in the final minute of the first half here, reminder, only the referee has the official say on time. We project, though, this is the 45th minute. We'll be waiting on the stoppage time ruling shortly. John Sadlerla. Crosses the box, intended for Withers. Brian Padilla. And it goes through Sawyer Williams' legs as he failed to trap that ball and clear it. Literally the only mistake Sawyer Williams has made in this match. And he has been called upon for several important saves. He has risen to the task. Ball headed up, punched out by Williams. Shatley helps it on. Pineda. Shatley cuts it back to Kevin Rodas. Villalobos. Long ball down the far sideline. In pursuit was number 16, Omar Rivera. Came on as a substitute for the final minutes of the first half, but collected by Keith Murphy. Here's Lemos. Crosses to the box. Fullerton trying to get a goal right on the stroke of halftime and earn some momentum that could lead them to getting back in this match. Well, FC Dallas did score inside 10 minutes yesterday against Midtown Arsenal. A similar start here as a long-range shot spilled by Williams. Follow-up and a foot save by Sawyer Williams. It was Ricardo Ruiz who took the long-range shot. Williams able to dive to his left. The follow-up from Aldana saved off the foot by Sawyer Williams. He's set to take the goal kick, and that should just about be that for the first half. A throw in for the Rangers. One last chance before the intermission. We're now in the 3rd minute of added time. Rodas wins the ball. And so ends the first half. A dominant display for FC Dallas Youth Premier. It began with a free kick in the 2nd minute, headed home by Kamar Marriott. Sergio Lara increased the lead with his 3rd goal of the tournament in the 17th minute. And then in the 41st minute, a cutback, finding Jeffrey Withers to open his national championship scoring account. And a couple of brilliant saves at the very end of the first half by keeper Sawyer Williams. That takes us to halftime at the 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Field 9 at the Maryland SoccerPlex. Pool A, FC Dallas Youth 3, Fullerton Rangers White 0. Morrow, clear forward by Lemos. Fullerton Rangers searching for a second goal to crawl back into this contest. If they can find 2 more goals in the remaining 20 minutes and get a draw, it will put them back on top of Pool A. If not, FC Dallas would be group winners. And a double substitution forthcoming from Scott Diamond. Sergio Lara has 1 goal on the day, 3 on the tournament. He's about to return, as is Ivan Ulloa. Reece Shatley and Kevin Rodas, the players to exit. Loftus to Villalobos. Benitez. Troncoso. Back to Murphy. Lemus. Headed out by Padilla, excuse me. Troncoso wins a free kick for Fullerton Rangers. 73rd minute now. Zepeda. Gonzalez. Now Amirji Pineda towards Troncoso. Skills, the official player performance trading sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer, and by Sports Authority, the official sporting goods retailer of youth soccer. Field 9 at the Germantown, Maryland located Maryland SoccerPlex. As John Satterla about to return for FC Dallas. Satterla in for Christopher Villalobos. It's a handshake from Scott Diamond. His day largely done. Both Villalobos and Shatley speaking with the athletic trainer on site right now. Here's Lara. Coronado. Long ball intended for Pineda. It's falling right to him. And Chase Terrian had to be aware of the location of the ball. Able to make the save and prevent Pineda from getting a second goal and putting life into the Fullerton attack. Troncoso very active down the right wing to start the second half, but he's kept it up in the half hour since the resumption. Lemos. Tries the right foot, always curling wide right. Well, taking a look at the Pool B standings, right now Manhattan PSG is on top with 4 points after 2 games. Cup Gold is in second at 3 points. FC Golden State White is also at 3 points. And Chicago Fire Youth Soccer Club is in fourth with 1, but they are by no means out. Not only are Cup Gold and FC Golden State even on points, they're even on goal difference, both at -2. Cup Gold right now holds the tiebreaker, having scored 4 goals. Golden State has scored 2. But Chicago Fire Youth Club, not just 1 point, but they only have a goal difference of -1. So basically it comes down to whoever wins the games will advance. If Chicago Fire can beat Cup Gold, that would take them over Cup Gold. And if FC Golden State tie in that case, as Murphy tips the ball nicely over the crossbar. The effort coming from Ivan Ulloa in the 78th minute. Corner kick for FC Dallas. Lots of good drama that we'll be seeing coming up at the top of the hour here on the TSG Network. The game here at Field 9 will be Manhattan PSG 96 from New York City and FC Golden State White from Pasadena, California. Marriott. Ulloa. Back to Tarian. Again, as things stand right now, FC Dallas would finish first in the group with 7 points. Fullerton Rangers would finish second with 6. As there's Manhattan PSG continuing to warm up. Coaches scouting potential semifinal opponents. This is U17 boys, and the game following this is also U17 boys, the other pool. So should be a lot of good soccer action the rest of the afternoon. We will know who is playing who around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is Amirji Pineda. Tangled with Marriott. And Ryan Jacksta, one of the Dallas defenders, very unhappy, thinks there should be further punishment for Pineda. Only 1 yellow card shown. That was back in the 38th minute to Ronaldo Pineda. And right now, other defenders trying to have a go at the Rangers midfielder, and Kamar Marriott, the man who was primarily involved in that confrontation, he's the one trying to shield Pineda from getting himself into trouble. The 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships brought to you by Wilson Trophy Company, the official awards, medals, and pin supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. And the NSCAA, a proud partner of U.S. Youth Soccer. which is the official grassroots partner of Major League Soccer. Of course, one of the clubs belonging to that American Sports League, FC Dallas, formerly known as the Dallas Burn. Right now, their youth club, 97 Premier, playing very well with a 3-1 lead. Sergio Lara as FC Golden State White looks on. They're taking on Manhattan PSG coming up at the top of the hour. Cleared out right to John Satterla. His shot always rising high. Goal kick quickly taken by Keith Murphy. Well, FC Dallas did rely on a last-minute equalizer from Sergio Lara in their first game to draw with LVSA Red. Well, not exactly last minute. It was in the 85th minute, rather. But still, able to get 1 point rather than none. Cleared out of play as far as Marriott. Inside the final 10 minutes now. Again, FC Dallas leading on goals from Kabar Marriott in the 2nd minute, Sergio Lara in the 17th, Jeffrey Withers in the 41st, and a penalty goal from Ronaldo Pineda in the 66th minute. 83 minutes now gone, 7 to go, including stoppage time. And just getting a little physical, Ricardo Ruiz wanting to continue play as quickly as possible. Cross into the box, punched out by Terrian. Benitez. A sliding challenge results in the Rangers' free kick. And a yellow card to Juan Amaro. Second booking of the game comes in the 84th minute. Marriott lets the ball roll out of bounds. Troncoso unhappy with the call. Long ball for Ivan Ulloa, who's onside. Flips it over Murphy. Just wide. Murphy wants to take a quick goal kick again, but James Obleda is going to go to the substitute bench. He's going to bring on 3 new players to see out the final 5 minutes. Number 3, Connor Hart. Number 5, Damian Resendiz. And number 21, Antonio Garcia. So the end of an unhappy afternoon for the most part for Ronaldo Pineda, Ricardo Ruiz, and Israel Gonzalez, as they will suffer their first loss in the national championships, but they are guaranteed a spot in the semifinals. They just simply need to figure out who they are playing. Chip forward to Ulloa. Sergio Lara. One-on-one with Zepeda. And a little bit of a confrontation there between Zepeda and Lara. Referee very quick to intervene. Attacking throw into FC Dallas. Players need to keep their cool here, with the match largely decided unless we see a miracle comeback in the final minutes. Players don't want to have a stupid error that will result in them being sent off and forced to miss the critical semifinal match on Saturday. And one last substitution from Scott Diamond will bring on Cody Korleski in place of the recently booked Juan Amaro. Lemus. Resendiz almost lost possession there to Ulloa, eventually falls to Edis Arriaga. Lemus goes down with a free kick for Fullerton. Very last chance coming up if they want to salvage a point here. Fullerton Rangers white. They need 2 goals to get back on level terms as we enter the final minute shortly of regulation time. We're about to hear a ruling on stoppage time very shortly. Free kick for Rangers to be taken by Amirji Pineda. Deflected off the wall, cleared out by Dallas. Fourth official right now signaling to the 2 benches 2 minutes of added time. Corner kick for Fullerton Rangers. Overall, a dominant performance by FC Dallas on offense in the first half, and then on defense, although they did commit a foul and Chase Terry did concede a penalty, it did not take away from their resolve to attack, and didn't pay off in the first half. Kamar Marriott, his second goal of the tournament. Sergio Lara his third, and Jeffrey Withers getting on the score sheet for the first time this week in Germantown. Korleski. Sadler suffering the foul. Only about a minute left in time here. So FC Dallas, after a draw where they came from behind in the final 10 minutes to clinch a point from LVSA Red, they will advance to the semifinals as group winners with 7 points, with 2 wins and a tie. 7 goals scored, 3 goals conceded. As FC Dallas wins 3-1 for Fullerton Rangers. A disappointing result on the day, but they had already clinched a semifinal spot coming into this match. They finished group play with 2 wins and 1 loss. 4 goals scored, 4 goals conceded, 6 points. So FC Dallas and Fullerton Rangers White, the 2 representatives from Pool A in the U17 National Championships. And we have one more game still to come your way here on this Thursday afternoon at the Maryland SoccerPlex. Manhattan SCPSG 96 and FC Golden State White. That begins at the top of the hour right here from Field 9 on the TSG Network. For the entire TSG production crew and U.S. Soccer, I'm Matt Digby. Thank you for viewing this presentation from the Maryland SoccerPlex. We'll see you again at the top of the hour for one more match from the U17 boys game between Manhattan PSG and FC Golden State. With the final score here, FC Dallas 3, Fullerton Rangers White 1. Welcome to the 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships, live from the Maryland SoccerPlex in Germantown, Maryland. Today is game 4 of 4 on this Thursday, July 24th, here at Field 9 at the Maryland SoccerPlex. And it is a Pool B matchup in the U17 boys bracket featuring Manhattan SCPSG 96 from New York, New York, and FC Golden State White from Pasadena, California. The 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships are brought to you by the National Guard, the official armed forces branch of U.S. Youth Soccer and presenting sponsor of the National Championships. By Nike, the official supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. Capri Sun, the official ready-to-drink juice of U.S. Youth Soccer. Turbo Sports Group is the official video streaming production company of the National Championships. You can order and purchase any broadcast from this year's event by logging on to turbosportsgroup.com. By Happy Family, the official on-the-go superfood of U.S. Youth Soccer. By Kohl's, the official department store of U.S. Youth Soccer. By Liberty Mutual Insurance. By Nestle Nesquik, the official post-game drink of U.S. Youth Soccer. By Skills, the official player performance training sponsor. By Sports Authority, the official sporting goods retailer of U.S. Youth Soccer. By Wilson Trophy Company, the official awards, medals, and pin supplier. And the NSCAA is a proud partner of U.S. Youth Soccer, which is the official grassroots partner of MLS. Quick look at the standings in Pool B. On top of the group with 4 points, Manhattan PSG with 1 win and 1 tie. They tied Chicago Fire Youth Soccer Club on Tuesday 1-1 and defeated Cup Gold 6-1 yesterday afternoon. In second place with 3 points is Cup Gold with 3 points. Also with 3 points is FC Golden State. Both teams also have the same goal difference, -2. Cup right now has the advantage on the fact that they have scored 4 goals to Golden State's 2 as we are underway from Field 9 at the Maryland SoccerPlex. To finish my earlier comment on the current standing, Chicago Fire Youth have 1 win and 1 loss, or excuse me, 1 draw and 1 loss for a total of 1 point. FC Golden State lost their opening game to Cincinnati United Premier 96-97. Came back to defeat Chicago Fire 2-1. Here's a ball falling for Martin Dadai. As PSG going left to right on your screen, resetting in blue. Complete with the kit sponsor that is on the same as the French club PSG, Emirates Airlines. FC Golden State in white going right to left. Here's Miguel Chung. Jeremy Perovic had the lone goal of the match for PSG in their draw with Chicago Fire Youth on Tuesday afternoon. Here's Sisse. Chung. And in the fraction gives the ball back to Golden State. So Manhattan coming off a huge 6-1 win over Cup Gold. 2 goals each from Jack Harrison, Sean Fitzgerald, and John Sebastian Goycochea. It was Goycochea's birthday yesterday, so he definitely celebrated with a brace of goals. Very nearly had a hat trick as well. Here's a pass intended for Chung. And a player down for FC Golden State as David Oriana comes out to collect for FCGS in the 3rd minute here. Those of you who are diehard sports fans know that the transitive property never really applies in sports, but for the record, FC Golden State lost 3-0 to Cup Gold on Tuesday. And Cup Gold will go on to lose handily to Manhattan PSG 6-1. Be sure to use the hashtag on Twitter, RoadToMD, when tweeting about the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. MD, of course, standing for Maryland. As much as I would like it to be otherwise, it does not stand for my initials, Matt Digby. Though it would be pretty cool if I got to host a national championship tournament, I must admit. And it has been a lot of fun calling this action here in Maryland. A lot of great drama this morning as the final group games being played. Again, to repeat the standings, Manhattan PSG in first place with 4 points. Cup Gold in second with 3. FC Golden State in third with 3. And Chicago Fire Youth with 1. Cup Gold and FCGS both have 3 points and a goal difference of -2. But the club from Cincinnati has scored 4 goals compared to Golden State's 2. That right now serves as the first tiebreaker, although we will get you scores as quickly as we can on the Cup Gold Chicago Fire Youth match. As always, be sure to log on to the U.S. Youth Soccer website for the latest final scores. This is Daniel O'Grady. Out to Dylan Hennessy, who picked up a little bit of an injury yesterday against Cup Gold. Came out early in the first half, did not return. Amara Sisse. Chung loses possession to Michael Maharo. Dadai in towards Sisse. Getting away from Diego Gonzalez. Gonzalez able to deflect the attempted shot and clear it out of play for a PSG corner kick. So as it stands for PSG, they may be first right now, but it is very possible that even with the 4 points, they would not progress to the semifinal stage. The simplest scenario were to be if they would lose to Golden State here, and if Cup Gold were to win their match against Chicago Fire, that means both Golden State and Cup Gold would have 6 points, overtaking PSG's 4. As Berevic unable to control the header. And the goal kick to be taken by David Oriana. Instructions there from Wilson Egidio and Robert Friedland. Here's Eric Calderon Perez. Couple of notable omissions from today's squad. For PSG, Thomas Katanis, Admi Dazai, and Kevin Aspiazu. While Golden State White is without Reyes Jaimes, Victor Salazar, Ricky Castellanos, Eric Peraza, and also Osmar Bonilla, who's serving a suspension for a red card he picked up yesterday in Golden State's win over Chicago Fire Youth. Long throw in towards Jack Harrison. Chung pokes it over. And Omar Hermosillo knocks it out for a PSG throw-in. Sunlit skies here at the Maryland SoccerPlex this Thursday afternoon. We did have a lot of cloud cover during the morning session with absolutely no precipitation, even though it was scheduled for it. Temperature may have just creeped up into the 80s because of the sun in the last few hours, but still a very pleasant 80. As Dadai sends across into the box. PSG a half-hearted appeal for handball. Referee doesn't heed that advice. Eric Calderon Perez wins a Golden State throw-in. Of course, I say it's very pleasant when it's 80. Anything in the 80s is considerably better than what we were privileged to encounter yesterday. Triple digits and a lot of humidity. Humid enough that three of the four games yesterday, they were pauses for water breaks in the middle of each half. Jack Harrison. Goycochea, 1 day removed from a brace on his birthday. Cross into Amara Sisse. Just going wide to the right. Oriana in pursuit. He will take the goal kick. FC Golden State coming from Pasadena, California. Of course, Pasadena home to the Rose Bowl, host of 2 World Cup finals, 1 men's and 1 women's. Actually, 15 years and 2 weeks ago to the day, on July 10th, 1999, that was the date of the Women's World Cup final over when the U.S. knocked out China on that epic 5-4 penalty shootout. Now can the team from Pasadena lift a youth soccer national championship in 2014? Daniel O'Grady out to Martin Dadai. Harrison. Sisse goes down, wins a free kick. Got the touch, wanted to turn in towards goal, but was brought down by Michael Maharo, and PSG have an attacking free kick in the 11th minute. This is Jack Harrison. It's Sisse on the right foot, unable to curl it over. That's been a very popular tactic among all the teams awarded free kicks here at the National Championships. Having a dummy on the free kick followed by the actual attempt. Although 2 goals we've seen here at Field 9 on free kicks have come straight from just one person. Allison Brown for a match I was able to call yesterday for Loudon Red. She did not dummy. She was the only player standing over the ball. And just in the last game, Sergio Lara, a free kick in the 17th minute. Sometimes the dummy tactic works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes just having one player on the ball works. And here in the games at Field 9, it has worked twice. Game 4 of 4 on the afternoon here on Thursday. Game 12 of 16 for the week. After the conclusion of this game, we will next join you on Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Time for the U17 girls semifinal between the winner of Group A and the runner-up from Group B. Then at 10 a.m. a U14 boys semifinal. That's also a 1A versus 2B matchup. And then the 2 national championship games here on Field 9 on Sunday, July 27th at 8 a.m. the U14 Boys National Championship, followed by the U18 Girls at 9:40 a.m. Berevic, head of the way. Harrison. Cross intended for Chung and Sase, went between both players. Easily collected by Oriana. Those score here in the 14th minute. Free kick given to PSG. It was on this very field yesterday that the New York club beat Cup Gold 6-1. This is Chung. Giuseppe Milan. And the throw-in awarded to FCGS. Those substitutions yet in the 15th minute, that's been something coaches have been very reluctant or very keen to wait on, I should say, rather. As a foul, prompting a yell from the entire Golden State bench. Referee obliges. This is Diego Gonzalez to take the free kick. It's Gonzalez. Tried to send that on the wing for Steve Ramirez, who does keep it in. Promptly cleared out by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald scored twice in that win yesterday over Cup. 2 each from Jack Harrison, Sean Fitzgerald, and John Sebastian Goycochea. Ramirez with the throw-in. Jonathan Suarez. Taken over by Harrison. Ran right into Diego Gonzalez, wins a free kick for PSG. And it's just starting to get a little bit physical here in the 17th minute as Diego Gonzalez getting a warning from the referee. In the 17th minute at the 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships, brought to you by O'Grady. Jeremy Berevic. Now over to Chung. Sase off of Michael Baharo. And a hard foul between Oscar Palma and Amara Sase. Now what action is the referee going to take here in the 18th minute? As both Sase and Palma down on the ground. As the 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships are brought to you by Capri Sun, the official ready-to-drink juice of U.S. Youth Soccer. And Turbo Sports Group is the official video streaming production of the national championships. You can order and purchase any broadcast from this year's event by logging on to TurboSportsGroup.com. As right now, the referees just had a word with his linesman. And are we going to see a card here? We will see a Golden State free kick. And the yellow card has been given to Amara Sisse. It was initially given to Oscar Palma. So I believe from that conversation with the linesman, the referee did not mean to show a booking to Palma, but Amara Sisse has his name taken down in the 19th minute. Golden State already has one player on a disciplinary suspension. Osmar Badia picked up a red card yesterday against Chicago Fire Youth Soccer Club. And here's another challenge. PSG just starting to get a bit too aggressive for the referee's liking, certainly for Golden State's liking. As right now, has PSG made a substitute in the last few minutes during that last break? Long throwing for Golden State. Dylan Hennessy in the 20th minute now. Here's Palma, Sisse, Harrison. Berevic back to Dadai. Sean Fitzgerald used that muscular frame to score a headed goal. Also had a penalty yesterday in their win. Sisse finding Harrison, goes down. Play goes on. Diego Gonzalez clears. And confirmation that this Daniel O'Grady being worked on. Looks like a cramp maybe. Just needed to ice his leg. I do not see a substitute on the field, so Wilson Aguidio electing to have his team play down a man for a short time and have O'Grady return to the pitch soon. In the 22nd minute now, this was about the time yesterday where referees would call for a designated water break, but we have not had that need today because of the cooler temperatures. Here it is, Harrison. Dadai. Cross into the box, intended for Sisse, off the post, falling right to Chung. Point blank save from David Orellana. Javier Hasso will let the ball go out for a PSG throw-in as O'Grady returns to the field. But opportunity knocked for PSG. As here's Dadai's cross in the box. Sisse couldn't get the header, but Orellana was beaten regardless off the post. Actually, that fell right to Goicoechea, not Chung. And John Sebastian Goicoechea very nearly had an extra post-birthday goal in the 22nd minute. This is Oscar Palma, who had just gone down on that confrontation with Amara Sase that resulted in the first booking of the match to Sase. As it stands right now, PSG would finish with 5 points, Golden State with 4. So in terms of who would progress, in all likelihood, actually, a point will do for PSG in terms of simply progressing to the semifinals. In terms of winning the group, they would need a win or a tie and a tie in the Cup Chicago Fire match. A loss to Golden State would guarantee that PSG does not finish first as a cross reaches to say out of bounds for a PSG corner. And if Golden State were in fact to win, yes, they would overtake PSG for 6 points. So regardless of how the cup game turns out, PSG would not finish first with a loss. They could well finish second. But a win guarantees first place in the group for Manhattan. At least a point, and they are guaranteed a spot in the semifinals. Here's Jack Harrison. Cross into the box. Denied off the line. Was it with the hand? It was. It was Omar Hermosillo who deflected the shot with his hand, a la Luis Suarez. It didn't look deliberate. As here's the cross from Harrison on the replay. Here's the shot. Well, Hermosillo, he did raise his hands up in protection, and that is a red card offense. The referee has gone straight to the back pocket, and Omar Hermosillo is off for the remainder of the game. A red card in the 25th minute. Well, Golden State was already playing without Osmar Bonilla, who was sent off yesterday against Chicago Fire Youth Soccer Club. Now PSG have an opportunity to take a penalty kick. Here's a look at the replay as the cross into Goycochea off the hands of Hermosillo, as here's Fitzgerald with the penalty. And he beats Oriana low right. So like Luis Suarez, Omar Hermosillo commits a handball on the line and is sent off. And unlike Asamoah John, Sean Fitzgerald scores on the ensuing penalty. In the 27th minute, PSG take a 1-0 lead and right now remain on course to top Group B. So Michael Maharo loses possession of the Chung, as Golden State now will not only have to come back to ensure they advance to the semifinals, they will need to do so without 10 men, or with 10 men, and without Omar Hermosillo, one of their central defenders. Daniel O'Grady, I should say, rather. Dadai. Harrison. Dancing in the box. Got a shot away, almost spilled again by Oriana, who did get the right way on Fitzgerald's penalty, much like Logan Weedman did for Cup Gold yesterday. And had it not been so near that post, it very easily could have been a save. Here's Eric Calderon Perez. Now Jose Heredia. Continuing a run. Jonathan Suarez. So if you're just joining us, a lot of drama here in the last few minutes. A red card shown to Omar Hermosillo after he handled the ball on the line after a goal-bound shot from John Sebastian Goycochea. A dismissal and a handball resulting in a penalty kick, which was duly dispatched by Sean Fitzgerald, his third goal of the national championships, his second one taken from the spot. So there's the referee at the heart of all the controversy, although taking a look at the replay multiple times, you have to say it was fairly deliberate that Hermosillo did raise his hand, even if it was just in protection of his own chest. Laws of the game are very strict when it comes to handballs in the box. Free kick awarded to Golden State. It's Suarez curling into the box, headed away by Fitzgerald. Sent back in by Ramirez. Harrison clears for PSG. In the 30th minute now. We will play 45-minute halves here at the U17 level. Eric Calderon Perez. Sisse. Over to Jack Harrison. Cross into the box. Cleared out by Golden State. Suarez. Chip pass intended for Heredia. Intercepted by Giuseppe Milan. Dadai. Back to Fitzgerald, the lone goal scorer on a penalty in the 27th minute after that handball and subsequent red card to Omar Hermosillo. Harrison. Through ball for Goycochea. Cross into the box. Important deflection there from Michael Maharo, but it's falling right to Miguel Chung. Save is parried. Golden State have been awarded a free kick as Miguel Chung had an effort. Oriana did very well to dive low to his right. As here's the cross from Goycochea, intended for Sisse. A deflection fell right to Chung. Got the shot off from Ramirez. Saved by Oriana. And after some initial confusion, Ramirez was able to clear the ball from the 6-yard box. Perez towards Javier Hassel. Throw into PSG, who had been building an attacking momentum even before that sequence of events that led to their goal. Again, for those of you just joining us, Omar Hermosillo sent off in the 25th minute because of a handball on the line to purposefully deflect a shot from John Sebastian Goycochea. And Sean Fitzgerald dispatching the ensuing penalty in the 27th minute. And PSG, as it stands right now, would stand to win Group B with 7 points, as Miguel Chung is substituted in place of Ousmane Dia in the 33rd minute. The 2014 USU Soccer National Championships are brought to you by the following sponsors: by Happy Family, the official on-the-go superfood of U.S. Youth Soccer, by Kohl's, the official department store, and by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Live from Germantown, Maryland, the Maryland SoccerPlex, Matt Digby here to take you home on this Thursday afternoon. And it is still morning, though, in Pasadena, California. Field 9 here, about 20 miles northwest of Washington, D.C., on the final day of group play. Fitzgerald. Dylan Hennessy. Followed just to say, mistimed his kick, rolling well wide of the post. Sase almost got tangled up with his own teammate, had to take charge of the situation, but was not able to turn it in for a goal. O'Grady, who had been attempted to earlier in the first half, or it looked like a cramp. Here's Jeremy Berevic, now to Dadai. Sase. One-touch passing with Goycochea. Wins it back from Hasso. Harrison shot. Was it deflected? It was not. Rolled wide on its own. Goal kick. 35th minute. And what has been a very physical encounter. Hermosillo sending off not the first booking of the game. That was Amara Sase back in the 19th minute. O'Grady. Maharo lets Oriana collect the ball. Perez. Long ball towards Jonathan Suarez. Gerardo Amigon, who had a shutout in 66 minutes of play, was replaced in the 67th minute by Josh Newman, who did let in a goal on an own goal, albeit scored by Gabriel Armstrong, as Sase will take a spot on the bench. Mahmoud Keita is now on the field in place of Sase, who is still having this conversation with Wilson Aguidio, picking up a yellow card and having an opportunity to roll well wide. Not a serious threat on Oriana's goal. This is Milan. O'Grady. Well, coming up at halftime, we hope to have a score update for you on the Cup Gold Chicago Fire Youth match. Again, those matches running simultaneously, and the current standings right now, PSG have 4 points, Cup Gold have 3, FC Golden State has 3, and Chicago Fire Youth has 1 point. Although if PSG hold on to this lead right now, they would move up to 7 points, and a win for the New York club would guarantee they top Group A. Or Group B, excuse me. A win guarantees they top Group A. A tie doesn't guarantee they top Group A, but it guarantees them a spot in the semifinals. A loss
And I'm trying to find out if there's a situation where they would qualify with a loss. The simplest version, as if ball falls right for Goicoechea, off the post again. That's twice the work has denied PSG. Well, maybe the soccer fates that be don't want me to consider if PSG lost. Because right as I was saying that sentence, that's when Goicoechea struck the crossbar, or the woodwork. '39th minute. And a handball taken. Quick restart, though, by PSG. As there's a replay of Goicoechea's handball. PSG maintaining possession on the quickly taken free kick. O'Grady. Usman Dia. Now O'Grady. One-touch pass for Goicoechea. O'Grady goes down. Clean tackle. Hennessy. Cross into the box. Keita tried to get a header on, and it was just over his reach. Well, I will say this. For being sent down to 10 men, FC Golden State now only trails by 1. If they do find a way to come back in this match, and also if Cup Gold beats Chicago Fire, that is how Manhattan SCPSG could be eliminated at the group stage. And Brando Barron is set to come on for Golden State, as is Michael Steer from PSG. Hennessy. Keita. Goicoechea. Crosses out to the left wing, Jack Harrison. Running along the end line, loses possession out of bounds. Golden State will have a goal kick. Well, the very first game here at Field 9 on Tuesday featured a youth team from FC Golden State. That was in the U13 division when they took on Waza FC from Detroit. Waza won that match 2-0. And right now, FC Golden State's U17 white squad finds themselves in a 1-0 deficit as Oriana dishes out in the 42nd minute. Dadai. Feeding Harrison. PSG looking for a second goal right before the break. Dia. One-on-one with Ramirez. Golden State wins the ball back cleanly. Now Dia inside the box. One-on-one with Hasso. Wins back possession. Here's Berj Gazarian.
Very quiet today, the captain for FC Golden State in the first half, Burj Gazarian. Here's a one-touch pass to Suarez. Partially because Golden State have just not had many opportunities, even before the sending off, and they're reducing to 10 men. Hasso. Just about 2 minutes remaining in regulation time in the first half. Stoppage time still to come, and we will certainly see some as Mahmoud Keita called for a handball violation. Assistant linesman making the call with no doubt a loud yell from the Golden State bench. Golden State trying to build an attack here. Fitzgerald heads away. Final minute of regulation. We're about to see the ruling on stoppage time shortly. This is Diego Gonzalez. Now in the first minute of stoppage time. Long ball sent forward by Perez. Intervening is Fitzgerald. Referee taking a look at his watch. Gadai. Inside to Goycochea. And the long ball forward for Jonathan Suarez. Clean sliding tackle from Jeremy Berevic. O'Grady. Berevic again. We're now a minute into stoppage time. And what kind of action will be taken here? Brando Barron getting tangled up, trying to defend. I imagine there should be about 2 or 3 minutes added on at the end of the first half because of the controversy in the 25th minute surrounding the handball committed by Omar Hermosillo and the resulting penalty and goal. As Golden State taking a shot. Save was parried by Amigon, but no one was there for a follow-up. And that might just about be that for the first half. As Amigon picks it up in now the 3rd minute of added time. And that will do it for the first half. Let's take a look at the last chance.
This was Perj Gazarian finding an opportunity, taking a shot, parried and saved by Gerardo Amigon. But FC Golden State reduced to 10 men in the 25th minute on a red card to Omar Hermosillo when he handballed on the line. And a penalty duly dispatched by Sean Fitzgerald in the 27th minute to give PSG a 1-0 lead in this Pool B match of the U17 Youth Soccer National Championships. We'll take a quick timeout for the Maryland SoccerPlex. You're watching the TSG Network. Welcome back to the 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships presented by the National Guard, the Armed Forces branch of U.S. Youth Soccer and presenting sponsor of the National Championships. As you see, the National Guard, the official Armed Forces branch of U.S. Youth Soccer and the presenting sponsor of the National Championships. By Nike, the official supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. By Capri Sun, the official ready-to-drink juice of U.S. Youth Soccer. Turbo Sports Group is the official video streaming production company of the National Championships. You can order and purchase any broadcast from this year's event by logging on to turbosportsgroup.com. Happy Family is the official on-the-go superfood of U.S. Youth Soccer. By Kohl's, the official department store of U.S. Youth Soccer. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Nestle Nesquik. Skills, the official player performance training sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer. Sports Authority, the official sporting goods retailer of youth soccer. Wilson Trophy Company, the official awards, medals, and pin supplier. And the NSCAA is a proud partner of U.S. Youth Soccer, which is the official grassroots partner of MLS. Halftime here at Field 9 at the Maryland SoccerPlex in Germantown, Maryland, just a couple miles northwest of D.C. The clouds started to come back into view and provide some shade on this very pleasant day here in the northwest D.C. suburbs. Absolutely no rain that we have seen whatsoever today, though we did have a couple showers overnight. Kind of took the temperature down a little bit after we were fortunate enough to encounter triple-digit heat on Wednesday. It has significantly cooled down on Thursday. Let's take a look at the handball and the main talking point of the first half. This is the 25th minute. Here's Jack Harrison entering the box. Here's the cross into the 6-yard box. Sebastian Goycochea taking a shot, blocked off the line on the hand by Omar Hermosillo. And that would eventually lead to a red card for the Golden State defender. And that led to a 27th minute penalty by Sean Fitzgerald, which he duly converted. The second penalty he's converted in the championships, his third of the tournament. And that is the only goal of the game so far, as PSG right now has a 1-0 lead, and as it stands, would finish first in the group with 7 points. And a score update to bring you in the first half. Cup Gold leads Chicago Fire Youth 2-1 in the first half. So as it stands right now, the two teams will be PSG and Cup Gold in the semifinals if these score lines stand. Right now taking a look at Field 9 as Robert Friedland and Wilson Egidio issuing the final instructions. At the Maryland SoccerPlex in Germantown, Maryland. As we take a look at the weekend action, this is actually the final day of group play. As Saturday, we will be showing several games here on the TSG Network. It will be semifinal Saturday. As far as the schedule goes, we are guaranteed 2 games on Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The U17 girls semifinal, that will be a matchup of the winner from Group A and the runner-up from Group B. And at 10 a.m. Eastern, the U14 boys semifinal, that is also a matchup of 1A versus 2B. Then coming up on Sunday morning, the 2 national championship games here with me on Sunday, July 27th. It will be the U14 boys championship game at 8 a.m. Eastern time, and at 9:40 a.m. Eastern, the U18 girls national championship. Game 12 of 16 for the week. Game 4 of 4 on the day before teams have an off day tomorrow to rest, relax, and prepare. For some of the teams, prepare for the semifinals. The Golden State coach getting his players fired up. Golden State having played with 10 men for almost half of the first half. They will play so for the entirety of the second half. After Hermosillo was sent off, Golden State already had a player missing out on today's match through suspension. That was Osmar Bonilla, who was red carded against Chicago Fire Youth back in the match yesterday. Again, as I mentioned, a score update from the first half. Cup Gold leads Chicago Fire Youth by a score of 2-1 in the first half. So if that score stands and this 1-0 scoreline for PSG stands, PSG would top Group B, and Cup Gold would advance to the semifinals as the runner-up from Group B. And if that is indeed the case, then Manhattan PSG would take on Fullerton Rangers 96, the second place team from Group A, and Cup Gold would do battle with FC Dallas. PSG in blue, FCGS in white, the latter going left to right across your screen. As FCGS on the quick attack, here's Berge Gazarian. Shot was deflected, a foul, and a free kick awarded to PSG. A very physical first half. The first booking of the game went to Amara Sisse in the 19th minute. And of course, a straight red for Omar Hermosillo after the handball inside the 6-yard box a la Luis Suarez. But unlike Asamoah Gyan, Sean Fitzgerald was able to capitalize on the ensuing penalty. Of course, those of you who get my reference to that 2010 World Cup quarterfinal, Uruguay and Ghana, I will admit Hermosillo's handball didn't look quite as deliberate as Suarez, but a handball on the defensive side in those areas, the laws of the game are very strict. Milan sends it across the halfway line. Goicoechea. John Sebastian Goicoechea, who had 2 goals on his birthday yesterday in that 6-1 win over Cup Gold. Here's a clearance from David Oriana. Perez. Sisse. A second half substitution, Sam Farman looked to have lost his balance. Also Gabriel Armstrong now on the field for PSG. He came in multiple times as a substitute and scored the own goal that would serve as Cup Gold's goal in that match. As Usman Dia tries a left-footed shot. And want to go back to Gabriel Armstrong's goal because really that was the only sour point on what was otherwise a perfect game for Manhattan SC PSG. They were already up 5-0. Late in the game, they had substituted their starting goalkeeper, Gerardo Amigon, in place of reserve Josh Newman. It was a shot from Lucas Andrew that Newman was able to save from point-blank range, but the direction Newman deflected the save fell right off the chest of Gabriel Armstrong into the net. Nothing Newman could have done about it. Armstrong was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Jonathan Suarez. As a shot parried by Amigon. But the PSG stopper able to recover. Again, FC Golden State have not allowed goals from open play. They are only down because of the penalty that resulted from the handball in the box. Here's Goycochea getting around Yazid Lopez. Cleared as far as Berevic. Farman. One-on-one with Michael Maharo. Clouds starting to come back into view. They look semi-threatening, but no thunder, no lightning. I have to add yet to the end of that phrase. No canceled games at all. All 12 games at Field 9 have gone on as scheduled as Berevic. That was a save shot that was parried nicely by Oriana. As Berevic pulled down, and are we going to see some disciplinary action taken here after or before the free kick? And the referee is going to his book. And it is a yellow card for the pull jersey. And for Yazid Lopez, well, the video speaks for itself. There's not really much complaining he can do. A booking in the 50th minute for pulling the jersey of Jeremy Berevic. Michael Steer to take the ensuing free kick. Curling into the box, headed up by Sase and in! Amara Sase gets his goal in the 51st minute. And once again, PSG scores on a set play. Here's Steer's cross, perfectly directed into the box. Sase able to dip it, but get just enough of a light touch to keep it down inside the goal frame. Direct it past Oriana. And Amara Sase, the fifth different PSG player to find the back of the net. A 51st minute goal to put PSG on top 2-0. And now it's a long and tall mountain to climb for FC Golden State if they hope to advance to the knockout round. A reminder, this is a first half score line. It may very well have changed since then, but last I was told, Cup Gold led 2-1 over Chicago Fire. So if that scoreline stands, and if this scoreline stands, PSG and Cup Gold would be the semifinalists from Group B. Here's another free kick now in the 52nd minute. And there was a time in the second half where PSG was pulling a Germany on Brazil, scoring goal after goal. Is it that time of the match again here for Manhattan? Both goals coming on set pieces. A header from a free kick and a penalty. It's Steer again. Lays it low, one touch from Goycochea, who tried to pass it back. Didn't get the direction quite right. Cleared as far as Milan, sent to Farman. Sase looking for his second goal of the game. Berevic. Goycochea. Cleared out by Golden State. Throw into PSG will be taken by Steer. This is Jonathan Suarez down the left side into the box. Amigon looked like that ball may have just gone over the line. The assistant linesman did not spot it. As news of a goal breaking out over on the adjacent field Cup Gold, it looks like, has increased their lead. By my count, it's 3-1. Of course, there may have been another goal or two in between. But from what I was told in the first half, it was 2-1 Cup Gold. And based on that reaction, it is now 3-1 to the Ohio-based club. So PSG and Cup Gold firmly in control of their own destinies for qualification. FCGS need to mount a monumental comeback in this second half, and also hope for a monumental comeback from the Chicago Fire Youth Soccer Club. Steer. Over to Goicoechea. Picked up by Oriana. A lot can happen, though, in the next half hour and change. As Golden State unable to keep that ball in the field of play. That was Xavier Tomlin getting the last touch before going out of bounds. Steer with the throw. Sisse. Goicoechea. Berevic. Farman trying to feed inside the box. Cleared out as far as Chung. Steer. Gabriel Armstrong. Usman Dia finding Sisse. Cleared out of danger for the moment. Chung. Out to Steer. PSG will try and attack from the left side now. Sent away. Yazid Lopez wants a quick throw in. There are any positives here from Golden State in the first 56 minutes of the match. It's that they've been able to limit PSG's opportunities in open play. Both goals have come from dead ball situations following cards. Sean Fitzgerald's penalty in the 27th minute, and Amara Sisse's header following a free kick in the 51st. PSG has yet to score in this match from open play. Cross from Diego Gonzalez falls to Oriana. Here in the 58th minute. This is Steer. Chung. Here's Suarez with the clear. Cleared out by Golden State for a throw-in. The 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships brought to you by the National Guard, the official armed forces branch of U.S. Youth Soccer. By Nestle Nesquik, the official post-game drink of U.S. Youth Soccer. And by Nike, the official supplier. Matt Digby coming to you from Field 9 at the Maryland SoccerPlex in Germantown, Maryland. Day 3, and a very pleasant day 3 on this Thursday at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. Game 4 of 4 on the day. Game 12 of 16 at least on the week, as Sisse try to curl into the far corner off the shoulder. No foul given. Actually, it would have been a penalty instead of a foul. Regardless of what it would have been, it was not given. 59th minute. Manhattan SC 96, Paris Saint-Germain leading 2-0 on a 27th minute penalty from Sean Fitzgerald and a 51st minute goal from Amar Sissé that was a header from a set-piece free kick. Golden State White playing with 10 men since the 25th minute when Omar Hermosillo was sent off for a handball inside the 6-yard box that would have denied John Sebastian Goy Kachoa a goal. Gerardo Amigon taking the ball all the way over to the very corner of the penalty box. Ball sent downfield, eventually collected by Amigon. 60 minutes played, 30 to go in this pool match, and potentially 30 minutes left here at the National Championships for FC Golden State. Unless they can pull back 3 goals, hold on for a win, and pray for some help from Chicago Fire. Actually, I should say they don't necessarily need to pray for help from Chicago Fire, as Cup Gold, if they win and Golden State wins, Golden State would advance, Manhattan PSG would go home. So as it stands right now, Cup Gold is in control of their own destiny. PSG controls their own destiny right now. But if FC Golden State can pull a couple of goals back, and if they can come from behind to win this game, they would go through instead of Manhattan PSG. Sissé. Cross for Berge Gazarian. Defended by Sean Fitzgerald. Perez. Cross from Lopez. Inside for Tomlin. And a foul over the back, much to the dismay of FC Golden State and its bench. Referee judges that Jonathan Suarez elbowed a PSG defender in the back. 63rd minute now. Lopez. Amigon nearly made a mess of that. Goes down. Gazarian pleading his case that it was an act on Amigon's part. No disciplinary action taken by the referee. And not a whole lot of complaining from Wilson Aguidio and the PSG staff. Golden State is more animated, saying that it was an act on Amigon's part. Berevic. Perez. Lopez. Free kick awarded to FCGS. And Jonathan Suarez is called offside. Golden State's coach Robert Friedland. Again, his squad has not conceded a goal today in open play. I believe that is the man that is toward the front of the camera on the right. Here's Dia. Keeping the ball in play. Farman. Sisse. Goycochea tries a shot. Deflected. And a PSG corner. '65th minute now. Up comes Sean Fitzgerald, who scored a header off a corner kick yesterday against Cup Gold, but they take this one close. Cross in, headed out. Oriana able to keep it in play, though second quarter for PSG. Armstrong in pursuit, as is Amigon well outside the box. Right now, Amigon complaining of a stretched hamstring. Is that his injury? Well, PSG's goalkeeper, Josh Thuman, is dressed. Should Wilson Egidio choose to substitute Amigon like he did yesterday. Although by the time he did so, that match against Cup Gold was not in doubt. This outcome still is. It was at this time in the 67th minute that the goalkeeper change was made yesterday. Instead, Egidio for the moment going with 3 outfield players. One of the replacements is Usman Dia. Another is the captain, Jeremy Baravic. Mokhtar Niang is in at center back, and Jack Harrison returns, looking for his 3rd goal of the championships. 9 goals in 3 matches for PSG. 3 from Sean Fitzgerald, 2 from John Sebastian Goycochea, 2 from Jack Harrison, as right now the referee calling for a foul. Sisse taking a shot to the abdomen. But he is up and walking under his own power. And we're going to see a yellow card on whom? On Martin Dadai, I believe. Fourth booking of the game comes in the 68th minute. Amara Sisse in the 19th. Omar Hermosillo, a straight red card in the 25th. Yazid Lopez in the 50th minute. And now Martin Dadai in the 68th. And here's an opportunity for FC Golden State. Ball headed, scrambling as Amigon. Ball looked like it may have been headed wide of the post, but Amigon is not to know that. Again, reserve goalkeeper Josh Thuman is dressed if Egidio elects to play him for the final 20-plus minutes. Awkward clearance falling right to Miguel Chung inside the box. Got around Diego Gonzalez, not around Mojaro. Farman. Milan loses possession. Long ball towards Tomlin. Fitzgerald heads back to Amigon. And a reminder, Cup Gold currently leads Chicago Fire Youth Premier. So if Golden State is able to maneuver a comeback with 10 men, as here's a through ball for Martin Dadai, collected by Oriana. But if Golden State can mount a comeback and win this match, they would advance and in the process eliminate PSG from the group stage. But they need 3 goals in a span of 21 minutes after scoring no goals in 69. And here's Miguel Chung, denied by the woodwork. Rebound falls right to Farman. Out for a goal kick. Third time in this match that the goal frame has denied PSG. And that's the second time it's happened that PSG have been denied by the woodwork right when I was talking about a scenario in which Golden State would advance. It's just one of those days where everything that could go PSG's way for the most part is going their way. '71st minute goal kick here in Germantown. Final game of group play here in Pool B of U17 boys action. Perez back to Gonzalez. Mahmoud Keita is about to return shortly. Here is that substitution for PSG. Yes, it will occur. It's Samuel Farman coming off after playing most of the second half at this point. He will come off at the 71st minute, and Keita is on as a substitute. Throw in for Golden State. Shot deflected from point-blank range by Fitzgerald. Followed into Keita, his first touch since coming back onto the field. And the 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships brought to you by the following. By Skills, the official player performance training sponsor. And by Sports Authority, the official sporting goods retailer of U.S. Youth Soccer. Live here from Field 9 at the Maryland SoccerPlex in Germantown, Maryland. Golden State taking on Manhattan PSG in U17 boys pool play, Group B. Right now it's PSG with a 2-0 lead and in position to finish top of the group and 7 points. They will likely be joined in the semifinals by Cup Gold, who have a lead right now over Chicago Fire Youth Soccer Club, and Cincinnati United would move up to 6 points. Substitution for Golden State as Javier Hasso returns to the action. Started the match, and that was on for the final 18 minutes of the game. Tomlin. Perez
Long ball forward for Gazarian. Armstrong there to shield away in defense. And Amigon will gladly take this goal kick. No rain at all. A couple of clouds, both at the beginning of play today and right now at the tail end of play today. But no precipitation, no lightning, no thunder. I did bring my umbrella in case, but fortunately have not had to use it. I should mention, though, I am under one of the tents, very similar to what you see over the team benches. And it has done a great job of providing shade, so many thanks to the U.S. Soccer staff for that. This is Jack Harrison creating a breakaway. Got a little too eager with that opportunity. And here comes the goalie substitution in the 75th minute. Josh Newman is in. And Gerardo Amigon, after shutting out Cincinnati United premier goal for 66 minutes, will now come off after shutting out FC Golden State for 75 minutes. And it will be Josh Newman, who did give up an own goal off of Gabriel Armstrong yesterday. But again, that was a case of wrong place at the wrong time as we take a look at the replay. This was Jack Harrison getting in behind the Golden State defense. Looked like he may have hit that at the joint in his body where the left leg meets the foot. Very awkward angle to hit the ball. Very difficult to score when using that part of the body. So Josh Newman is in the game now. Did very well in goal, deputizing in place of Amigon. Here's Chung. Keita. Keita in the box. Takes a left-footed shot, always rising high. Oriana with the goal kick. Chung, pass intended for Sisse, one of the goal scorers today. And you see in the background there, Cup Gold taking on Chicago Fire Youth in the other Pool B match going on simultaneously here at the Maryland SoccerPlex. That is Field 8, this is Field 9. As it stands in that match right now, Cup Gold, to the best of my knowledge, leads 3-1. As you see, Chicago Fire with the possession. And Golden State making a substitution now in the 78th minute, bringing on Jonathan Hinojosa for the first time today in place of Anthony Royer. Here's Oriana. So as it stands right now, PSG would meet Fullerton Rangers White in the U17 boys semifinals. That would be the 1B 2A matchup. Then the 1A 2B matchup, if current results hold. As a tip, and a shot is in! On the counterattack, Amar Sisse gets a brace for himself. And that surely guarantees PSG 3 points and first place in Group B.
Here's a look at the replay. A through ball finding Sase, getting him behind the Golden State defense. Easy chip over David Oriana. And Amara Sase, a goal off a set piece in the 51st minute. And now a 78th minute goal. The first that Golden State has conceded today in open play. And that should just about be that. PSG has first place all wrapped up here in Group B. FC Golden State will head back to Pasadena, California. So Cup Gold right now with their lead over Chicago Fire Youth. Unless Chicago is able to mount a comeback, it will be PSG and Cup Gold in the semifinals. Corner kick to Golden State. As there's your second half hero, Amara Sase. Second goal of the game. First in open play, surely taking advantage of the fact that Golden State has been playing now for about an hour with 10 men after the 25th minute red card to Hermosillo. Sase. Long ball downfield for Keita, who's miles offside. 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships are brought to you by the Wilson Trophy Company, the official awards, medals, and pin supplier of the U.S. Youth Soccer Organization. There's Suarez. Hinojosa. And the NSCAA is also a proud partner of U.S. Youth Soccer, which is the official grassroots partner of Major League Soccer. Jose Heredia started the game for FCGS and has now come into play the final 10 minutes of the match and the final 10 minutes of the tournament at this point for the Pasadena club. Xavier Tomlin walks dejectedly to the bench, comforting a distraught Yazid Lopez. Free kick to Golden State White. Javier Hasso. Sase looking for his hat trick. Sean Fitzgerald was able to come one close, as here's Dylan Hennessy charging forward, cleared. I was going to complete my thought. Sean Fitzgerald was able to get 2 goals yesterday. So did John Sebastian Goycochea and Jack Harrison. None of them able to get the hat trick. Although Fitzgerald does have a 3rd goal in the tournament. He scored the penalty in the 27th minute that opened the score. But here is Sase. 82nd minute, about to become the 83rd. Sase to Chung. Try to lay ball, soft pass through. Now here's Steer. Getting around Perez, but not past Heredia. Well, FC Golden State can say from experience that Field 9 at the SoccerPlex here in Germantown has not been kind to them. The very first match here at 8 a.m. on Tuesday featured FC Golden State's U13 boys team taking on Waza from Detroit, and Waza comprehensively won that game 2-0 to open the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. And right now, Golden State's U17 white squad finding themselves in a similar situation, trailing 3-0 off a goal from Sean Fitzgerald and 2 from Amara Sisse. Keita commits the foul, and will we see a yellow card here? No disciplinary action taken. Again, 3 yellow cards and 1 straight red. The yellow cards were to Amara Sisse in the 19th minute, Yazid Lopez in the 50th, and Martin Dadai in the 68th. And then Omar Hermosillo, a straight red in the 25th minute as Newman fails to bobble with the ball, cleared out at the last second by Keita. Now Harrison taking on a defender one-on-one, pass to Sisse, and there's the hat trick. Amara Sisse seals a hat trick, an 85th minute goal. Harrison on the break, got the pass through to Sisse, easily slotted it past a diving Oriana. And Amara Sisse, after many chances in the first half, needs only 35 minutes to get 3 goals. 51st, 78th, and now 85th. As Brando Barron is back on the field for FCGS, and PSG starting to run away with this game very much like they did against Cup Gold. They did not play it this way against Chicago Fire Youth Soccer Club. That match finished in a 1-1 draw. It should be worth mentioning. But Wilson Agudio's squad finding their attacking identity over the last 27 hours. Harrison sends the ball forward. Hasso. Hasso again inside the box, tries a shot. Deflected right on the 18 yards. And an ambitious effort by Eric Calderon Perez. Ambitious, yes. Threatening, no. So a lot to look forward to on Saturday with the semifinals and several championship games to be played. So much to look forward to that there are no games on Friday. Time for the teams to rest, relax. For some of them, head home. For 4 of them in every division, U13 through U19, boys and girls. A chance to prepare for a semifinal and potentially a national championship. As a shot from about 20 yards out from Suarez, saved on a bounce by Newman. Chung. Threw ball down for Sisse, going for a 4th goal. Cleared by Oriana. Sisse was offside. The goal would not have counted if there had been a goal. '88th minute now.
Here's Hennessy. Steer. Now to Sase. Suarez. Hasso. Newman to take the free kick as we approach the final minute of regulation time. Harrison. Offside was the call. Perez. Hinojosa. Suarez. Shot from Suarez. Turning inside the box. Jose Heredia cleared out by Queta. Michael Maharo. Hasso. And a free kick awarded to FC Golden State. A chance to get a goal here as we've entered stoppage time in the second half. Final day of group play. Here at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. It's a long-range shot. Well taken by Suarez, but Josh Newman able to make the save, diving to his right. Was curling in. It was on target from Suarez, but FC Golden State unable to find the score sheet. And now here's Mamu Keita with an opportunity to make it 5. Saved by Orellana. Deflected right to Miguel Chung on the edge of the box. Chung, and another nice save by Orellana. Full save in stoppage time. And that is the final action of the game. So Manhattan SC PSG 96 advances to the semifinals as the winners of Group B in the U17 Boys National Championship. They defeat FC Golden State White 4-0. They finished group play with 2 wins, 1 draw, 11 goals scored, 2 goals conceded, and 7 points. They are guaranteed winners of Group B, and they will advance to the semifinal round where they will take on Fullerton Rangers 96 White, the second place team from Group A. And let's take a look at a couple highlights. This is starting in the first half of this match between PSG and FCGS. This was in the 25th minute. This was the moment that started all the drama. Goy Cochea with the shot, a handball to Omar Hermosillo. The referee showed a red card to Hermosillo after the handball on the line. And Sean Fitzgerald dispatched the penalty several minutes later to open the scoring 1-0 in favor of PSG. Then we have Sase's goal.
Off a header, off a set piece. And here's the hat trick ball. Harrison feeding Sase in the box. Finding the open net. As Harrison finding Sase, able to slot it past Oriana. And that was the final goal of the 4 here for PSG. So that's going to do it for tonight, for the entire TSG production crew, and for the folks at US Youth Soccer. I'm Matt Digby. Thank you for viewing this presentation of the TSG Sports Network. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you Saturday for the semifinals, and for some divisions, the championship game here at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships on the TSG Network. Goodbye from Germantown.